thank you for the invitation to participate today. My name is Nicole Wong. I'm the Deputy General Counsel for Google, and one of my responsibilities is privacy at our company. I'm going to cover today our approach to privacy generally, as well as the types of data we collect for purposes of serving relevant advertising to our users. At Google, we spend a lot of time studying our own business because the entire industry is changing so rapidly. In the online advertising world, we found two things to be true. First, advertising is a critical component of the web ecosystem. When we do our job well, we connect consumers with information they want at the time they want it. Online advertisers and publishers, including small businesses and bloggers, are flourishing because of the ability to reach their consumers in an effective and efficient way. And billions of dollars of services and information are provided today for free or nearly free because of online advertising. The second thing we found to be true is that our users' trust and their privacy are critical to our business. Because we support open platforms, as Tim Armstrong was describing to you this morning, our users are free to pick up and leave. And because of that, we have to work every day on every product to earn their trust and their business. In advertising, we've created a very robust ad platform without having to use much information about a user at all in order to effectively target the ads. And I'll describe those systems in more detail. Our business depends on getting this balance right. And we're committed to continuing to provide the benefits of online advertising in a way that protects user privacy. Let me spend just 1 minute talking about our team. I am enormously fortunate to work at a company where privacy isn't just the lawyer's problem. Instead, it's a value that's affirmed throughout the company, from our engineers through our executives. And for that reason, our approach to privacy is not to solve a privacy problem by having a well-worded privacy policy, although I'll tell you that we spend a lot of time on those policies and on things like our recently released videos about what a log file is or what a cookie is. And I hope you will check out our new Google Privacy channel on YouTube. But in addition to that, we work really hard at designing privacy protections into the product itself. The team that drives the process looks like this, with a lot of experienced leadership at the top, and importantly, attorneys who are embedded with the products to make sure that the products are designed with privacy in mind. We also have, of course, support teams and security teams who are experts at what they do. So let me turn to our advertising offerings. There are basically two. We try to connect with consumers when they search, known as our AdWords product, and consumers when they visit websites where we also display ads, or in our AdSense product. This is a simplification, but it's necessary given the time constraints. Both of these offerings are contextual advertising, so they give results based mostly on the current context of the user, not on a user's past behavior or a profile. So first, to look at AdWords, we're connecting with consumers when they search. And a Google AdWords advertiser will purchase text ads, which you can see up here, the mutual funds ad, that are provided in response to a search query that's entered into our search engine. So the advertiser will design that text ad, choose a keyword that triggers the ad, in this case it's mutual funds. The advertiser picks a language and a geography it wants to target, and then the advertiser decides how much it wants to pay when a user clicks on that ad. With this inventory of ads, Google will then match the ad to the chosen keyword. We check for the language preference of the user. We check for the IP address in order to get the geolocation. And then we algorithmically rank the ads for relevancy to the users based on a quality score that has to do with whether the landing page is of quality, whether there's a lot of click-through rate on that ad. And then finally, we run the auction. The advertiser then pays when a user clicks on their ad. Importantly, we are targeting here based on the user's search term, not on a profile. So in our experience, ads are more useful and thus more effective when we can correctly identify what the user is looking for in that moment. This is in contrast to behavioral targeting that's based on a profile built on past activity in order to target an ad. Our AdSense feature service works very much the same, except instead of using keywords to target, we use the content of the page. So this is a page by Seat Guru, which is used to tell you what the best seats on the airplane are, and we take terms based on that in order to target the ads, much in the way that keywords used. Again, importantly here, we're matching on very limited information. And to be really specific about what we collect, when a user comes to our site, they never have to register to use Google. You can go up to any internet kiosk, any computer, and type in a search without registering with us. And at that time, the only thing we collect is standard log information, URL, IP address, basic information about your computer, and a cookie ID. The same is true when you view an ad on one of our AdSense network partners, IP address, URL, time and date, and the ad viewed. By the way, descriptions of the types of stuff that's in a log file is actually in our privacy policy and also in a recently released video that describes what it is. So let me finally end with how we protect user privacy. As I was saying, we deliver timely, relevant ads with very little user information. Instead, we use contextual targeting. We were also the first major search engine to announce a finite logs policy of 18 months, after which we anonymize the IP addresses and cookies. And our cookies expire after 2 years. We limit the disclosure of data. We don't transfer P2 data to advertisers. We have a team that's dedicated to reviewing all requests for user information from the government or any other third party. And we have strong expert teams for network security, software engineering, physical security to protect all of these systems. Leaving you with a final word, this is a very important discussion for us to be having across the industry. This is a very complex business with many stakeholders. And the third thing we found to be true is that the online advertising industry is evolving. So it's appropriate for us to be reviewing our practices in light of those changes with an eye to the continued health of the web ecosystem and to the trust and privacy of our users. Thank you very much.